we're back with a paused screen.
Yes.
It's not paused anymore.
Okay, in the Fate franchise, the masters and the servants are drawing over the masters mana and energy. So if the master dies,
that's a contract. That's not a curse.
But all I'm saying is Tachibana may have some magical aura that is causing all this to happen.
Alright, but if you want to pull from Naruto, Orochimaru gives Sasuke a curse mark, which doesn't disappear when he dies.
Oh.
You want to know why? Well, I shouldn't. I don't know for sure if this is the case or not, or if this is the reason or not, because there are other people that have curse marks that still have them when Orochimaru dies. However, at least in Sasuke's case, there was a sliver of his soul stuffed into that thing.
Oh.
But then you've got other things, like in Fate, there's another thing called a Gias, where basically you inflict a curse on yourself that only triggers when you, break whatever rule that curse has in place. So, for instance, let's say the Gias is that you cannot leave this vicinity of, say, your yard or something, right?
Or the Pizza Hut.
Or the Pizza Hut. Doesn't fucking matter, alright?
Code Geass reference.
I get it. Either way, you can't leave whatever that area is. If you do, the curse will trigger and cause whatever the consequence is to happen. That can be given to more than one person at a time. It could be a shared Gias. Like a mutual contract where it's like, alright, cool. I agree not to attack you if you don't attack me. Alright, cool. The minute one of us breaks this, Gias, this trigger, the other person is released from the curse, and you, the person who broke this law, now take whatever damage or consequence is put in place for it. And that consequence can be whatever. Previously, in the tale of Goro Majima.
Makimura Makoto no Yukue wa tada hitori no mikata datta.
Do you think we can skip this? Because I think we know what happened.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I get to save again. Cool, let's do it. But, yeah, no, there are different curses, and depending on where you're looking, curses can be done differently. Like, the user, the issuer, the maker, what have you, does not need to stay alive to keep that curse in place. Like, they don't usually need to feed it any kind of energy. It's usually self-sustaining. Hey, look, it's Goro and Kamurocho. He just walks around the corner. Oh my god!
Hey, Mr. Shakedown.
No, not Mr. Shakedown.
Oh.
Shit, what's his name? Mr. Libido.
Oh.
Or whatever his name is. I think it's Mr. Libido. He's just there. It's like, wait a minute, I know you from over... No, I'm a different Mr. Libido.
There are two, right?
Yes, they're two separate people.
Oh
just
my god.
Constantly pelvic thrusting. And if they would ever meet each other, who knows what would happen? What hell would be unleashed upon this world if they met each other? Would it be like, your past self meeting your future self and causing a time paradox? Like, what insanity would happen if those two would ever meet?
The libido paradox.
It just starts spreading to everyone, and they're all turning into Mr. Libidos. It's like a zombie outbreak, but it's in the air.
No, everybody can't stop pelvic thrusting.
That's what I mean. They're all turning into him.
Oh, okay.
And eventually they'll just be down to, their underwear and shoes.
Help! I can't stop!
And it only affects the men.
I can't stop! I've been thrusting for 3 days straight! I need to sleep!
Like you get a cut to somebody that's like sleeping and pelvic thrusting at the same time. Like he's learned to somehow tolerate it.
Welcome to McDonald's, can't take your. Oh my god!
You just keep hearing the cha-ching of the cash register as it keeps hitting. We have to start installing like rubber padding around everything so nobody does something stupid. And even the workers are like, darn it, stop getting in the way. I'm gonna hammer the thing by accident. How does that work when you start using a jackhammer? How do you pelvic thrust the jackhammer at the same time? It can only... No, that's where they get the women in. The women have to do it because they can't, because the pelvic thrusting won't stop. Oh my god. Not only those who follow the way of the clown are not affected.
Good, good.
Honk honk.
Honk honk indeed.
That's great.
どういうこっちゃ
Oh man.
牧村誠の一件は近江連合の上層部と島野の共同作戦なんだよ。近江連合には島野から空の一坪を100億で買い取る用意が。何やと？近江連合の狙いはズバリカムロ町そのものだ。空の一坪はカムロ町再開発計画の鍵を握っているからな。そいつを近江が抑えちまえば再開発に絡む東上界の島を一気に奪える。そうなりゃ近江は山ほど兵隊をカムロ町に送り込めるんだよ。東上界が抵抗する間もなくな。100億ぐらいはすぐに回収できる。そしたら親父は東上界を裏切るつもりか。あの人はそれを承知で近江に空の一坪を売るっちゅうんか。
Yes, what didn't you understand?
Which is about like $90 million ish.
Hey, look, that's a nice bundle of money.
Yeah. Even more so in today's money.
その時、島野と近江連合はカムロ町の取り分を話し合うことになる。だから俺が今、島野に弱みを見せたらそこにつけ込まれちまうってわけ。もっとも、女殺す役にお前を指名したのは島野だ。女に逃げられた責任はあいつにもあると思うけど。ちょ待てや。親父の狙いが土地やったら、なんで牧村誠を殺さなあかんねん。所有者やったとこで土地が手に入るわけないやろ。それについちゃ島野に何か考えがあるらしい。
Oh, I think I forgot to tell you something that will make your head hit against your desk. So I was out shopping with my mother the other day, and she was looking at cookie cutters. She confused an owl with a moose.
カムロ町の支配者の座さ、近江連合側のね。あんた、島野の親父から何も聞かされてない。
How? I don't know. Because she was like looking at all the cookie cutters. She's like, oh, there's a moose. And then she spun the rack 360. She goes, where was that nice moose? Where was it? And I just turned and said, I think you saw the owl. She goes, no, I saw the moose. She spun it 360 degrees again, looking for the moose. That was the owl.
最近までTachibana不動産の人間が出入りしてたってよ。
I'm not even gonna think about this right now. I'm going to ignore this and pretend it didn't just happen. Because that's honestly the safer way to handle this situation. Gotta go to Champion District, man.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh shit, dude. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh jeez, dude. It's like I said, man. Oh shit, dude. There's a bright pink circle right over here.
Well, since it is like 20-ish years later, and now the times have changed, what will Animaniacs be able to get away with? Because there was a lot of innuendo humor that may not be that positive in today's time, but then again, they're on Netflix. Granted, it's still a kid show, but they could get away with a little bit cruder stuff, maybe.
It probably just comes down to how clever they can be about it.
If it's the same writers.
I would hope it is. Which I'm pretty sure it is. I think Rob Paulson's involved in everything.
Yeah. I think like the main three are back. Like Rob Paulson, Tress, and whoever voiced Wacko.
He was like a musician or something.
I have no idea who voiced Wacko Warner.
Clearly it was me. I voiced Wacko Warner.
Why was he British?
I don't know why he sounded like one of the Beatles, but he did. After all, he really had to potty.
Jess Harnell.
Potty, potty, potty.
And okay. Jess Harnell. Wait, he was the original voice of Crash Bandicoot?
That I didn't know.
Even though Crash only said, like, whoa, and, like, I think a random yelp now and then.
I'm very disappointed he wasn't British.
Well, he's Australian. Like, Crash is. But,
I want him to be British, though.
But Jess Harnell was born in New Jersey. Huh.
Huh, that must be something else, then. Something for Kiryu, maybe. Or no, it might be a fucking for crafting. Alright. Not here.
Oh, he was part of the band Rock Sugar.
See, there it is. I knew he was part of a band or something.
Wait.
I can't get into one of these. Weird. Oh, wait, no, there we go.
Speaking about band, didn't Wild Thornberrys have a famous musician who was one of the main voices?
They had the guy that played... I forget his name, but he was the guy that played It in the original movie. He was Nigel Thornberry.
Tim Curry wasn't a musician, though.
No, but he was a famous person.
Yeah, but I mean, like, a musician.
I don't know about musicians. Would it have been the chimp, maybe?
Let me see here. Wild Thornberrys had characters. Come here. The boy Flea, well, no, was voiced by Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, huh. Well, see, I didn't know that.
I think it was Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah. Donnie was the name of the boy.
Bah. I'm probably gonna turn into a sheep tonight when I go to sleep.
18-year-old sake.
I think it was whiskey, actually.
A whiskey. I just flipped back. Oh man.
Can't talk to you. So where the hell am I going then? Oh, I had to walk back out. Okay.
やっぱりあんただったんだな、真島さん。
Uh-huh.
お前ら、島の組の。
Yeah, I'm the guy with the eye patch. What of it?
町の門からあんたを見たって知らせがあった。
But you know, Tachibana's true vengeance won't come out until Yakuza 6, because then like, the timeline will have been put far enough that this game was made after 5. So, like, the lore of Tachibana hasn't been out yet.
Oh, is that right?
Right.
何黙ってんだよ俺。下っ端が偉なったもんやな。
You know, I would just love it if Majima would just lift up his eye patch and then shoot a laser.
You should really watch Shunibyo, which is something else they did, actually.
Really?
Yeah. We should watch that series, like at least season 1. And you'll understand why the eye patch is insane.
Wait, what do you mean by they did it?
Kyoto Animation.
Okay, them. And we haven't talked about them since the beginning of the last episode, and I thought you were talking about this game studio.
No.
Also in animation.
No.
Okay.
No, Kyoto Animation did Chunibyo, and oh boy, that thing's kind of a trip because of how ludicrous it is.
Would it be better to watch while on drugs?
I'm not gonna say it wouldn't help.
Because there's some series out there that I'm like, yeah, you might enjoy this more if you were on drugs.
Well, I mean, do you know what Chunibyo is?
No.
I think if I remember correctly, this rough translation is like grade schooler sickness.
Okay.
Which means that these high school kids are still pretending that they're in elementary school. So all of their, rather than maturing and becoming adults, their childish nature is still around.
Oh.
To the point where like their overactive imaginations are kind of like supplanting their vision of reality. Like the one main girl, Reina, her whole thing is that she's got this real edgelord kind of name, and you know, she wears an eye patch that hides her demon eye.
Oh, and by the way, did you see the random building back there?
Probably not.
There was a sign that actually said random BLDG.
Oh, hey, look. There you go. Here's some Japanese cuisine for you.
Oh, delicious.
I don't even know what it is.
It seems like some kind of sushi.
It could be. There's some shrimp there.
Like just the way it was arranged on the plate.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was thinking it was squid, maybe?
Maybe? Man, introducing this guy so late into the plot?
Isn't he just Japanese kingpin?
Come to think of it, he does look like Kingpin.
Just imagine him in a white suit instead of a purple
yes!
one.
Yes!
So when's the Spider-Man gonna get
急な
here?
呼び出しだな。
We gotta tell the Spider-Man.
佐賀。
Oh my God, Spider-Man. Yes.
Gotta let the Spider-Man know that the Japanese kingpin's doing some dirty work.
I would just love it if he would show up in Spider-Verse 2.
No, it's a costume change for Majima and Kiryu. The Spider-Man outfit.
久々にうまい酒が飲めそうやな。
But of course, Kiryu, if he wears it, needs to put on the nose and wig over top of it.
Of course.
He
of
cannot
course.
go without it. How would people understand him if he can't honk?
用ってのは何なんだ、兄弟。
Because I do think Spider-Man was made in conjunction with Marvel.
には何の用で来たんや。
I don't think it was. I think they sold the rights for like a year for Japan to do something with it.
どうせ全部お見通しなんだろう。
And they took it back after a year of it being terrible.
Maybe? Maybe?
牧村誠が蒼天堀から逃げた。今、立花不動産ってとこの連中が女連れてカムロ町に来てる。
ほう、そうないなことになっとったんか。
Oh. Did you see Ian Ziering is going to be in another movie coming out in about a month?
You're talking like I know who that is.
He was the Sharknado guy.
Yes, I don't know who that is.
Did you see any of the Sharknado movies?
Nope.
Okay, so he's going to be in a movie called Zombie Tidal Wave.
Why am I not surprised?
I
なんだそれ。
really want to see it.
Why can't they make it make more sense, like Mutant Tidal Wave,
お前以上に
where the entire ocean has been polluted with, you know, nuclear waste, and now people are turning into mutants.
I don't know.
And it's like Futurama, except it's all on the surface.
Well, maybe come August, whenever, I will be able to tell you.
You won't be able to tell me because you couldn't explain why Sharknado was a thing.
説明してくれんだろうな、兄弟。
その前に
August 17th.
もう殻の一つを
Yay.
あ
Yeah, I forget the whole lore of Sharknado. It's been a while since I saw the first one.
What lore? It just exists. There's no lore.
No, there was a reason why there were sharks in the tornado in the first movie.
Yeah, and it was bullshit.
Right, so there was lore to it.
That's not lore if it's bullshit.
もし堂島宗平がその土地を手にしてみ
Are you sure?
Lore is something that explains, like, things that are long past and done with. What you would be looking at is reasoning and science, which
Okay.
I'm going to sorely say that even that is lacking in a film called Sharknado.
How about Lavalantula?
風間。
See, now that could technically make
風間
sense.
慎太郎ですか。
Because if lava's shooting out of a volcano, what else are you going to call that? As it rolls down the mountainside.
No, no, no. Not Lava Lanch. Lava Lantula. Kind of like tarantulas covered in lava.
Now, see, I could see this going a different way. And this is me going more down like the weird mutant avenue, where we have the giant tarantula with a volcano spouting out of its back.
I think they may have had that in the second one.
See, now that, when we're going down like the crazy science fiction route, sure, that'll work. Because it makes more sense than a goddamn random ass tornado that picks up sharks. That apparently hunts down people.
Michael Winslow was in Lavalantula. And he was the dude from Police Academy that would do all the sound effects.
Okay.
If you ever saw Police Academy,
I've heard of it. I've never actually watched it.
I think I saw one of them and part of the TV series, which
Hold on.
wasn't-
Thought for a second. Mr. Shimano here is not eating his sushi. I think it's getting raw.
愛か。
せや 女から見れば
Now please continue.
Yeah, I don't remember these series that much, but I think I may have only seen like a few episodes and one of the movies, so yeah.
愛は盲目ってやつか。
I just like
そしてもう一つ
random, insane, dumb movies. Maybe that's why I like The Room and Birdemic, because I can laugh at them.
See, I can't turn my brain off when it's that ludicrous. Like, my suspension of disbelief is out the window, and now you've ruined it for me.
And I'll probably be reviewing Zombie Tidal Wave on my own time. One of my sitting in a chair type of reviews that I did with Sharknado 5 and 6. Granted, I don't have any zombie t-shirts, so I might as well wear my Jaws t-shirts that I wore for the Sharknado reviews.
Go buy a zombie t-shirt. Do it.
Maybe.
You won't, too soft.
Yeah, probably.
なんだと
How much longer are you gonna go on, Shimano? You're espousing your evil plan here. Alright? Mr. Kingpin, you're living up to the name. Turns out Spider-Man's just hiding behind the wall scroll behind him. Just turns it around. And he just starts dancing at random.
And I just love it how he had this gauntlet on his wrist that would store his costume.
God. It's terrible.
And that could fire webs, aka a rope. That was his webbing, a rope that would just shoot out.
It's terrible.
It was the 70s.
It's terrible. Like, even 70s Batman and Robin was closer to the original than that.
60s, I believe.
Whatever, my point stands.
だがな、あいにくその女がどこにいるかわからねえんだ。全部お前の計画のうちってんなら手貸してくれよ、兄弟。
女連れて逃げとんのは橘不動産の桐生や。せやったらその兄弟分の錦山いうのから。
Oh, you gotta look for Goldfish Boy.
錦山も風間の子がいや。風間組の事務所に。
Okay, it was a 3-year licensing agreement with Marvel.
Yeah, so they didn't, you know, tell them what to do and what not to do.
Oh, really? Really? The third Sentai was originally conceived to be a Captain America in Japan. So Captain Japan.
Captain Japerica?
So it was Battle Fever J. I loosely know that. Did everybody? Yeah, that's the one where everybody had Battle in front of their name. They had Battle Japan, Battle Cossack, Battle France, Battle Kenya, and Miss America.
Jesus Christ, man. It's getting as bad as freaking G Gundam, where it's like, oh man, Dragon Gundam from China, the random boxing Gundam from America.
Well, I know I think it was like country themed, maybe? I don't know next to anything about 70s Toku. Ooh.
Poor Majima, he's so depressed. He just took it. He just keeps taking it.
Red Suit's gonna die.
No, what's gonna happen is that he's gonna take this attitude to another Yakuza, and then he's gonna get his ass handed to him.
Exactly.
Because now he succeeded once.
I just beat up. They're missing Shakedown. I can easily beat him now.
Oh god. Ooh. Jeez, and Majima just cleaned himself up a little bit too.
Cutscene break.
I mean, I'm hoping this is over shortly. Yep, there we go.
Good. Good.
Yeah. No, you don't. You just got the shit kicked out of you. It's fine. Alright, let's see here. So, as soon as I find a way to save, we are gonna go ahead and get the hell out of here.
Yes.
Let's see here. There we go. There's a save point. Alright, cool.
Only 3 this session?
I think so. I think we're good.
Okay. Since I did miss an upload there, we should have a tiny bit of a buffer.
I think we'll be good, man. Because,
Okay.
well, that and in part because I think this is where we're going to start ramping up to the conclusion, and it's just going to be back-to-back bullshit.
Oh, yeah, it would be better for us to sit around and shotgun our way through the final section.
Yeah, I think it's going to be back-to-back BS, and we're going to have to, like, deal with that.
And I'm not too sure what I meant by shotgun our way through this.
Get through it all at once, I'm guessing?
Maybe. But that just sounded weird. Like, as I was finishing saying it, I'm like, what do they actually mean by that?
You don't mean anything. It's fine. Anyway, we will see you guys on the next one. See ya!
Laters!